Hey y'all, it's Kristen, and I have a lot of vintage ephemera to show you. It's this bag, and then these things right here. I think I'll start with this right here. I'm going to move this. Alright, these I found at my aunt's house. And this first thing, I mean, look how old this is. It was bound with this string. Can you see that? And it's Western Canada Atlas, Winnipeg Public Schools, and the date's 1924. And these are old. But I thought this was so cool. And see, there's some colored ones. Am I in frame? Can you see my hair? I switched it up. Instead of, I'm doing the front-facing camera now instead of the back-facing. Does that make any sense? The selfie part, that's the camera I'm using right now. Anyway, I can see better because I can look down. You can see my hair. Hello. Anyway, I can look down and see whether you're in frame instead of trying to see way up over the top. And I'm so short. I'm only 5 feet tall. So, anyway, I'm sure you wanted to hear all about that. But that's why you're going to see my hair every once in a while, because I'm going to be looking to see if I'm in frame. I also found this highway map and guide of Mississippi. The copyright, I don't think there is one. It just says by Midwest Map Company. Well, I will say this. The phone numbers on the businesses are like, this phone number, let me make sure. This phone number is 1390. So, you know it's old when you don't have but that many numbers in a phone number. But it's just, it looks like this. And hopefully you can at least see some of it. Alright. That's what the back looks like. And then I found these newspapers, and I'm not going to mess with them a whole lot because they're literally breaking apart. The copyright's 1922. And they're old. Let me see if I can see a title, because there's only a part of one right there. I'll show you a close. See, they're falling apart. I'll show you a close-up. Let me see if well, there's the rest of it. The North Star, I guess is, and it's Winnipeg, Manitoba. So, let me get that off there. Alright. So, there's an advertisement right there. But I thought these were really nifty, even though, I mean, you can't hardly look at them because $3.95 for shoes. But I think they're cool. I'm going to see if I can scan them. They may not scan well because they're so dark. And that won't, I don't think that will do well. But anyway, this is just the envelope. Some of this stuff came in. And then this is just, it's not very old. It says it was printed in West Germany, but I don't know if there is a copyright or not. But I got it for the maps. I mean, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Because I'm going to do a travel journal. This is an almanac, a page out of an almanac from '84. But I don't know if that's when this, but I love these maps. Okay. So that's all. These are just the envelopes that they came in. I'm going to move this out of the way. Okay, next up, I have some Christmas. Let me get all of that paper off of here. I'm in my pajamas again, by the way. They're so warm because it's like 20 degrees here. So cold. Alright. Move this over. We have a doily. I can't even tell where I am. I don't know if I like this view. And this says eggnog. Some vintage wrapping paper. And this advertisement. I don't know if that's the other side. And some tickets. And another one of these cards. I have one of these already. A little glassine bag. This is from the paper basket. I don't know if I said that already. It's kind of late, so I'm kind of forgetting. We've got some stamps. And I don't know. Oh, that's a stamp too, I guess. Or maybe a fake one. I'm not sure. You know, one you just put on your Christmas stuff. This is a vintage playing card that's very pretty. One of these little cards. Anyway, hers are a mix of old and new. Sometimes she has all old stuff, but most of the time, I thought that was cute. Elf tuna. I was going to put that in one of my Christmas journals, but I decided not to. I used quite a bit of her ephemera in one of my Christmas journals. Stamps. I used one of these in one of my Christmas journals. And then these. Here, I'm going to just scooch this over. Is it too distracting when I do it like this? With stuff in here? There's a ticket. Another one. This is a little to and from thing. Some more tickets. Actually, these pajamas I'm getting a little hot all of a sudden, even though I've been cold all day. I also got some of these. Let me put that down because it's sticking. Alright, some of these green and red and white tickets. I need to get some more white ones. That's just a little notepad paper. This is some vintage paper. Another notepad paper. This is a vintage, I don't know, maybe a book page. A vintage receipt. Another advertisement. I was looking to see if there was any kind of date. I don't see anything. Alright, some Monopoly money and a tag. Some more paper. Do not open until December 25th. It's a little envelope. Well, that's cute. Should have used that. Book page. Open me first. It feels, what do you call that? Velvety? Felt. That's what it feels like. Another doily. Some more wrapping paper. One of these. I used one of these in my journals. A recipe card. Candy, I should have sent this to you. A little invitation. Hallmark invitation. Some more tickets. A vintage to and from thing. A number 2 and an 8. I don't know what that's about. And a little vintage Santa Claus. And this, I don't know what this is. A little paper sack. A book page. A message thing. Vintage paper. Book page again. Paper. Gift planner. I kind of need that right now. A greeting card. Another invitation. Paper. paper, paper, an envelope, ledger paper, paper, and paper with a sleigh. That's cute. This is feels like packaging. And these are little, I think they're wrapping paper. Yeah, they're wrapping paper scallop circles, but it's vintage wrapping paper. It's really cute. Can y'all kind of see those? I don't want to go through every one. We'll be here all night because I still have a lot of stuff to show. But those are really cute. I like those. Alright, more paper, ledger paper, book page, more paper. Oh, I also got some of these goodie bags in red and green. I said that totally opposite. Red and green. You know what I mean. Okay. And that is it for that. So let's move on. I love the paper basket. And I love Katie too. She's really sweet. Alright, I'm having trouble. Hang on. Okay. Now, I went. This is the store, Planet Alyssa. She also has a YouTube channel by this name. I like watching her. She shows stuff she sells on Etsy, and I think she does Amazon and a whole bunch of different stores. Anyway, she's very informative. She also has an Etsy store. Well, obviously she does. And I got some vintage stuff from her. These are old maid cards from the 60s. So they look like this. So there's all different ones. This is an incomplete set. Anyway, alright, we got those. Then I got a heart card game. These are also from the 60s. So they look like this. Alright, that's all of those. This is a complete set. And these are playing cards, and they're from the 60s. So they look like that, which I thought was really pretty. And then like that. Okay. I also, and I showed this in my last journal video, but I have to show this again. Nicole B is the one that I heard this from. I can't talk. Anyway, it's the Country Diary of an Edwardian Lady. And this is it's a reproduction. Let me see if I know. Yeah, 1906 is when she actually did this. But the copyright for this book is 1977. And look at these pages. I had a hard time deciding if I was going to cut this up or, tear it up for my journals. But I love this book so much. And I had been watching Nicole B's videos, and I kept seeing these pages in her journals, and I was like, wow, that is a great book. And she finally, in one of her videos one day, she finally said what the book was, and I raced over and got one. I got this one on Amazon. But it's just amazing. Okay, so I got that. And I lost my sack from it. This is a bunch of stuff And I've bought from this place before too. It's called this. That's the name of the shop on Etsy. And she has some really, really neat stuff. This is a letter from General Electric, and it's dated 1933. I was trying to read what it was about, but I don't have time for that. Anyway, let me get the rest of this stuff out. We have a receipt. We have a letter that is not dated, but you can tell it's vintage. It's yellowed. We have a tag. I think this is what... I also got some, from this same place, I got some postmarked or old envelopes. So this is 1937. It's a check or something. This is 1927. We have this. And we have an index card. We have a green stamp sheet. And we have some book page. We have a card from 1917. And yeah, it's just a, it says over right here. So the rest of it's on the back. And we have part of an envelope. And if I'm not mistaken, the postmark is 1913. Can you guys see that? If I hold it up and hold it really still, it's like right there. I don't know. It's what it looks like to me. And then we have this, which looks like it held some kind of receipts or something, but it's empty now. But I still think it's cool. And I have this. Looks like it was part of a card. We have book pages from what looks like a cookbook. This card, that's a postcard. Seeing there if there was a date. Nope. But it's pretty. Some more receipt page. This is recipe book page. Some more of the green stamp pages. This is an envelope postmarked 1981. We have this postcard. And we have this vintage greeting card that was signed. It says something and Mr. Beans. That's pretty. Oh, I didn't see all this. Cool. I'll have to read that later. And we have this, whatever. It's a saddle. We have this envelope postmarked 1950. This one's 1962. This one is 1943. This one is 1976. And this one is 1974. 1974, I believe. And this one is also 73, I believe. And 75. I don't think there's anything in these. That one's glued shut. Okay, and I don't know, because you can't really see anything. It doesn't look very old though. And this one's 1968. And this one's 69. And this is just hilarious. Look at this. It's like a paper doll. And we have some more receipts. We have this, which is 1920. It says copyright 1924, but I don't know if that's really, if this is really this old, I guess. I'm not sure. This one, this is a letter. And look at the date. It says October, let me make sure you're seeing. Okay, October 12th, and then it says 02. Is that what y'all are seeing? Am I holding it where you can actually see? I hope so. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, this paper, it feels old, but is it 1902 old? Or maybe I'm just reading it wrong. I don't know. We're going to move on. I have another one of these, which someone told me what this was and I forget. So, we have a vintage flash card, and this, a time card, petty cash voucher. These are little bingo sheets. They're not cards, they're actual, I mean, they're paper. And this looks like it went together maybe. Or maybe not. But they're like labels for tomatoes. We have some stamps that look like that. A playing card. A vocabulary card. This card. Best wishes for your speedy recovery. It's a little kitten. And we have this. 1962 it says. And this little card. I don't really know what that is. And these. And this card. 1978. We have some stars punched out of music paper. An S&H stamp circle. And this is some kind of, hang on, one of the stars was on there. I don't know. Here's what it says right here. Some kind of map or something. I'm not going to take it out of the thing, but that's what it looks like. Then we have a copy, like the carbon copy part, 1943, of a letter. And we have this requisition form or something, some kind of order form maybe. This is one of those conductor envelopes for the train. I've gotten one of these before too. I think they're really cool. This is an envelope and it's old as heck. The only thing is I can't read the date at all. It says morning ALTA. Here, I'm gonna hold it up so you can see. Maybe I'm gonna be so mad if it's blurry on this side and you guys can't see anything. I'm gonna have to do this video over. Now that stamp is it's a Canadian stamp. So maybe if somebody knows anything about those and when people use those, you can tell me when this letter was written. There's some numbers right there. Now it says box 54, I think. I'm not sure. And this might be the letter that goes with it. Oh my gosh. Okay, if it is, it's 1905. And this is fragile. Look at that. Can you see that date? Am I holding it right? Let me look down. Okay. 1905. I'm going to say probably yes. And I'm not even going to try to open this anymore. But that's pretty cool. It fits too. See? It'll fit in that envelope. So, 1905. Wow. Nobody's getting that. Sorry. It's mine. This is a letter. I do not know. Wow. Somebody wrote a lot of stuff on this one little sheet. But there's no date on that. This envelope's 1975. This one is not very old. It's 1990. But I do like the stamps. And then we have some book pages. And S&H stamp sheets. And another little thing. Have some kittens. A book page. And this is kind of freaky. It's an old faded picture that you can barely see the person. She's like holding some papers or something. I don't know. I can't really tell. This is a negative, which is even creepier. Let me see. Let me see. If I hold it like that, can you see better? Yeah, kind of. Anyway, this one, you know what? I think that this is part. There was, you remember the other piece over there that was just the stamps? I think this is the rest of that envelope. So I'll have to find that and look at the date again. Or maybe that was the one where you couldn't see. I don't remember. More S&H stamp sheets. Book pages. This is a children's book page. Some wrapping paper. This is another General Electric letter. In order to expedite the transmittal of your weather bulletin through our organization, I would appreciate your changing your mailing address. Okay. This is 1937. Some more S&H stamp. That's like the front of it. Cool. Is there a date? No, I do not see a date. Then these are just the sheets out of it, which I am loving a lot. Okay, here's some more of that weird map stuff. And this is some, their recipes for raisin bread and citrus raisin bread. Ugh, okay. These are some Disney book pages. This looks like a comic book page, maybe. Oops. Alright, let me put Prince Eric over here, too. Then we have some these book pages, which I remember this book. I don't remember what it was called, but I do remember the book, I think. Then we have this. It looks like the top of a box, and that's the copyright, and it's Roman numerals, so I'm gonna have to look it up. Oh, y'all, also I have a whole bunch of old books. I'm not going to show in this video because there's so many that I'm gonna have to use. I'm gonna have to do a separate video. This is copyright 1969. Anyway, there's a bunch of book pages, and then some. All these are recipe books. Okay. Also, I wanted to. Do I want to show that in this video? Yeah, I'm going to show this. This is not very old, but it's very cool to me, since I do junk journals. Let me make sure you're in frame. Hello here. Okay. This is a Reader's Digest, A Garden for All Seasons. The copyright is 1991, I think, or 92. 91. But the pages are a little yellowed, and the pictures are amazing. So these will be really good for junk journals. Look at that. Isn't that great? Alright, so like I said, I do have some old books. A lot of old books that I'm going to show in a video. I don't know if it's going to be tonight or in a day or two, because I'm kind of tired. But anyway, that's all for now, and thank you so much for watching.